Hello everyone. Today we are going to see some basic concepts regarding 1D steady state heat transfer problem. It is the fifth unit in your syllabus of finite element analysis subject. First of all, we will see introduction. Heat transfer is defined as energy in transit. Analysis of system using laws of heat transfer is named as thermal-analysis. Heat transfer is a branch of thermodynamics which deals with rate of heat transfer between the two or more equilibrium states of a system. Thermal analysis is investigation of the part or a system to calculate heat transfer rate and temperature distribution. Now, why thermal analysis is important? We will see. To understand the physical phenomenon, either natural or man-made, and most important to control them. In order to understand the importance of thermal analysis in our daily life, let us ask some questions. That is, why a sugar cube dissolves faster in warm water than in cold? Why solar cookers work efficiently at higher altitudes like in Himalaya? Why ventilators and exhaust fan are mounted on top position of wall? Why we feel cooler as we gain altitude? Why a deep freeze compartment is always in top position in refrigerator? Why we see condensation on wings of an airplane while landing? Why a golf ball is having dimples on its face? Why in the design of a compact heat exchanger turbulent flow is preferred over laminar? Why tornadoes rotates anti-clockwise in southern hemisphere and clockwise in northern? So to understand this concept and to get the answers of this question, we first of all see basic concept regarding the thermodynamics, and it is important. Heat transfer is a transfer of energy from one region to another due to temperature difference within body or between body and its surrounding medium. If the rate of heat transfer is constant with time, then it is known as a steady state heat transfer. And if the rate of heat transfer is varying with time, then it is known as unsteady heat transfer. Mode of heat transfer. There are three basic modes of heat transfer, that is the conduction, convection and radiation. In conduction, steady state, unsteady state we already seen. In convection, natural and forced convection, and in radiation, specular and diffuse. First of all, we will see conduction heat transfer. Transfer of energy from one region to another through solid medium due to temperature difference within the body or between the body and its surrounding, then it's known as the conduction. So if conduction is there, then you can say that the transfer between the solid medium. Rate of heat flow is governed by Fourier's law in x direction for the conduction as Qx is equal to minus k into A into dt by dx. Now, what is Qx is the rate of heat transfer in watt per meter square. Capital K is the thermal conductivity in watt per meter Kelvin, and dt by dx is the temperature gradient in Kelvin per. Next is the convection heat transfer. Convection is the heat transfer process by which thermal energy is transferred between the solid and fluid surrounding it. So solid and fluid surrounding it, that means fluid may be liquid or gas or any other fluid medium. Then rate of equation is given by Q is equal to H into A into T minus T infinity. Now in this, Q is the convective heat transfer rate in watt per meter square. Small h is the convective heat transfer coefficient in watt per meter square degree Kelvin, and capital T is the temperature of a surface of a body in degree Kelvin, and T infinity is the temperature of a surrounding medium degree Kelvin. Next mode of heat transfer is the radiation. Radiation heat transfer is the process by which thermal energy is exchanged between the two surfaces in the absence of medium, and rate of equation for this is given as Q is equal to sigma epsilon into A T minus T infinity. Same here, Q is the radiation rate of heat transfer in watt per meter square. Capital T is the absolute temperature of surface in degree Kelvin, and T infinity is temperature of surrounding in degree Kelvin, while important things are sigma is the Stefan Boltzmann constant in watt per meter square K raised to 4, and epsilon is the emission. Now this example shows the all three mediums for the heat transfer, that is the conduction, convection and radiation. Conduction, heat transfer between the two solid medium or two surfaces. Convection, from solid to any fluid medium, that is a liquid or gas, and radiation is the heat transfer in any medium, so in absence of medium. Next, as we seen in a static structural analysis, boundary condition, that is the force and natural boundary conditions. Same here in heat transfer, boundary conditions are there, and that boundary conditions are of three kinds. First one is the specified temperature, second specified heat flux or insulated, third one is the convection. Now first of all, we will see first boundary condition, that is the specified temperature boundary condition. See here, consider a wall of a tank containing hot liquid at temperature T0. See the left side of this wall, and outer surface exposed to atmospheric temperature, that is the T infinity, and outside temperature maintained at TL. Specified temperature boundary condition is T at x is equal to 0 is equal to T0, and temperature at x is equal to this length of wall is equal to L is equal to H into TL minus T infinity, that is the temperature difference between this wall right hand side wall temperature minus surrounding temperature. Remember that atmospheric temperature is denoted by the T infinity. Next boundary condition is specified heat flux or insulated and convection boundary condition. Suppose inner surface of wall is insulated, that is there is a no heat transfer and at inner surface, and outer surface exposed to atmospheric temperature T infinity, then boundary conditions are Qx is equal to 0, that means heat transfer at inner, that means left hand side where wall is insulated, is equal to 0, while x is equal to when right hand side of the wall at distance L, there is a temperature of wall TL and T infinity is the surrounding temperature, then Q rate of heat transfer at x is equal to L is equal to H into TL minus T infinity, where T0 is specified temperature distribution at x is equal to 0, T infinity is the surrounding temperature, TL is the right hand side wall temperature, Q is the boundary or surface heat flux, and H is the convection heat transfer coefficient. Now, steps involved in a finite element formulation for the one-dimensional heat transfer problem. Your syllabus is restricted to one-dimensional heat problems. So, first step is selection of an element type and discretization of a given continuum. Second, continuum is divided into number of parts and elements may be linear or quadratic bar element. Second step is temperature model is function selected to represent temperature at any point in element, and 1D polynomial temperature function is given by like this: T is equal to A0 plus A1x plus A2x square plus A3x raised to n, like on. Also, Tx is equal to N1 T1 plus N2 T2. This is the isoparametric formulation where N1 is the first step function and N2 is the second step function. N1 is equal to 1 minus zeta upon 2 and N2 is equal to 1 plus zeta upon 2. Coordinate. Step number 4, formulation of a global stiffness matrix and load vector. So, global stiffness matrix is capital K and load vector is capital F, and your equilibrium equation is K into T is equal to F. Step 5 is three kinds of boundary conditions are there: specified temperature boundary condition, specified heat flux boundary condition, and convection boundary condition. You have to apply particular boundary condition that are given in a numerical or problem. Next, step 6 is final step is to determine the unknown parameters, that is the temperature. Here in static analysis, unknown parameter is displacement and here is the temperature. So primary unknown parameter is temperature in heat transfer problem and secondary parameter is the heat flux. So Q is equal to del T by del X, that is the temperature gradient with respect to X, and calculating the heat flux is equal to minus D into. Thank you for the listening.